Welcome back to Double Coverage with the McCourty Twins. As you can see, we're one twin a little short today. Oh man, what a way to start off the show there. A little Halloween special. We're having a little fun here today. You'll get to go behind the scenes with the McCourty Twins. Really just me. We kicked Jay off today. We just felt like, you know, I had a good game yesterday. He had a good game, but I had a pick six. So with the pick six comes, you know, you get to celebrate a little bit. And the one thing that I chose was I told his wife, don't let him come down here. Keep him at the house. Keep him away from everything we're doing here. And we're going to have a good time. So as you can see, Flintstones, you can't see the full family. My family is the rest of the Flintstones, but it's just Fred here today. Got my bat with me. Anybody want to mess with me, it's going down. So I'm still waiting on Jay because I don't want to take his part. You know, he needs to hurry up and get on set because I was joking about his wife. She said he can come. I said he can come. So I'm going to keep stalling until he gets here. He's currently offset doing great things. You know, who knows what he's doing. But anyway, we'll have to start without him. You know where you can find us. You can find the audio version of the show on iTunes. Mama, we made it! Or you can get the video on YouTube. Make sure you do that. Just search Double Coverage with the McCourty Twins. And whether you go on iTunes or you go on YouTube, please subscribe. Please subscribe. And as always, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, at McCourty Twins. That's where you can find us for all great things. Let's give a quick shout out to our partners. Quick shout out to Boston Medical and Embrace Kids Foundation. We've come together to tackle sickle cell. Make sure you always go on tacklesicklecell.org. That's where all our events are. Everything we're doing in the community, outside the community, on the field. Oh, who's that there? Oh, you got a bunch of dinosaur outfits, huh? Do dinosaurs smile that much?
I got 3 kids. You got to have a costume for all of them. I'm here.
You going to put your gloves on?
Where do I have?
They're right here, yo. They're attached to you.
Oh. No, I got to be able to type and work. I'm at my job.
Yeah, we do have to stay updated today.
What did I miss?
Nothing. I mean, you missed your intro that you do every week.
Who was that dinosaur that came in earlier?
That wasn't you?
No.
Who was that?
It was T-Rex from Jurassic Park.
Man, that's scary. T-Rex came here. Oh, man.
Did you do anything without me? Boston Medical Center, Embrace Kids Foundation.
Just so
Mama,
you know,
we made it. iTunes, YouTube.
I had to do all that by myself.
Subscribe.
Yes, I did. I hit everything. When T-Rex came, I beat him, though. Fred Flintstone don't play that.
Don't hit me.
He don't. Later. We'll save that.
Anyway, recapping the game. I heard Dev talking about.
Oh, I don't know if you saw. Michelle just went up the stairs. We should have had her come on screen, huh?
Nah, we don't have time for your wife to come on screen.
You take your hat off already?
Yeah, man. People got to see my beautiful face that are on YouTube. Dang. Anyway, recap of the game. Pick 6 for Devin McCourty. Next gen stats. Devin was over 22.05 miles per hour. The first ball carrier this season to hit 22 miles per
fast,
hour.
Man. But one thing that people need to stop doing is stop atting me and atting Tyreek Hill. That is not that. I don't want that race. I don't want that comparison. He got that. Don't at me. Don't at him. He got that. I'm just out here trying to survive. 31 years old. I was told Moses Cabrera told me. I think he told Slate. No. He was impressed by that. He was definitely impressed by that.
I heard strength and conditioning.
But it was windy up there in Buffalo. Got a little
wind. 22 miles per hour. So that means you're probably faster than our first car, that Ford Taurus. Is that what that's saying?
Pepsi can move. Remember when we drove to Penn State to visit Ed? Pepsi was moving.
You talking about Pepsi broke down on you?
Hey, Pepsi was moving, but it does mean I'm faster than you.
They need to put. I was running behind you.
I'm faster than
we
you.
all wear GPS units. Somebody needs to see what I was clocked in at.
Damn, I like my fit. Did my tie nice.
I'm a dinosaur though.
Yeah, but I'm way more comfortable than you.
I guess if you think.
I got to log on to make sure we don't miss any trades or anything.
Question: what were the fans like in Buffalo?
I think it was 3 years straight. We saw a sexual object thrown on the field. That's pretty impressive to keep that streak going. But the funniest thing was the ref gave it like 3 kicks off the field. He wanted nothing to do with it. And the security guard came running over there. He was like, pulled out a little handkerchief out. He's like, oh, no.
I don't think he did all that.
That's what it looked like. Barstool always finds it, too.
I played at that stadium. I think this is my 3rd or 4th time playing, and never was it an atmosphere like it was there last night. I mean, walking out to pregame, the colorful language that was passed on to us. Like you gotta love and embrace those environments. Everybody giving you welcoming waves is what I'll call them as the buses entering the stadium. I think it's just an awesome atmosphere to go on the road, a division opponent, Monday Night Football, to be able to get a win like that and to be able to see kind of the ceiling pick. We score our first touchdown in the game. They get the ball
First time
back.
since 2015.
I'm not even talking about it. I'm just talking about when we scored as a team, Brady and the boys. I think that was James White on the run on the touchdown.
I seen an impressive stat. James White has more receptions than, I think it said, Hopkins, Julio, and AB.
James White.
That's impressive, man.
You never just call him James or White.
Nah, he's always
whole name.
Yo, it's funny. You wasn't here, and I said that to him in 2014. I said you have one of those names that
James
you like.
White.
I always walk by him. I used to go James White.
Maybe that's where I got it from.
Probably.
But anyway, Buffalo's driving down. They throw a ball up in the air, which is called a touchdown review. Ball was dropped, and it seems like they're on the move. They're going to put points on the board, and they come back 3rd and 10. Boom! Everybody we're in cover 2 / another cover.
Don't talk about the game plan, bro.
Slash.
Oh, you telling all the different coverages?
That's what they said on. Somebody said they said on Monday Night Football we're in cover 2. Devin McCourty just makes a great read. Reads the quarterback's eyes, comes across the field, intercepts the ball, and 84 yards later he does no touchdown celebration.
I was tired.
No touchdown celebration.
For one,
all these teams are coming out with all this creative stuff.
I had to come back off life support. Did you see the way Benjamin hit me early in the game? I didn't have time to celebrate. It was a blessing I came back and could run 84 yards.
Yeah, I was about to get the ambulance out there.
Why you didn't say heads up or something? Watch out.
I helped you up.
A little too late by then.
Next time I'll ask you if you're okay when I help you up.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Next time don't let me get hit like that.
Favorite Halloween costumes over the years? You have any favorites?
Bert and Ernie as kids.
What were we, like 5 years old?
Yeah, we gotta get the footage of that.
Yeah, mommy got to
step our game
Got to
up.
dig in the archives. I remember
Watch when we really make it someday. We're gonna say that on our podcast, and then out of nowhere, Bert and Ernie's gonna appear. And then you're gonna say, what were you gonna say next?
For the people listening, I just put my the hat to my costume back on. We gotta make sure we post some pictures on this so people can go to YouTube to make sure that they look at it.
We got pictures. Kev got pictures,
costumes.
man.
Okay.
Dang.
Last year no, it wasn't last year. The year before.
I think 2 years ago.
We
You lost a bet. I raised more money than you in our Tackle Sickle Cell campaign, as the people would expect.
And I dressed up as Homie the Clown.
That was legendary.
That was fun.
That was dope.
I remember I asked my daughter a question. I don't remember what I asked her, and she didn't get the answer right. So I had to hit her over the head with the sock.
Did you hit her?
Yeah, of course.
You gotta hit her.
Then I showed her the footage.
I don't know if anybody
of Homie the Clown, so she could understand it was coming from a place of
and
love.
Living Color show that used to come on TV with the Wayans family. Jim Carrey was on it. David Alley Greer.
You gonna give the whole cast?
Jennifer Lopez was
Fly Girl.
One of the Fly Girls. Rosie Perez, one of the Fly Girls.
You gonna give the whole cast?
I'm just saying,
a lot of legends on there.
It's a lot. I mean, maybe you might have to be 30 and up for that. I don't know. We're probably dating ourselves.
You think my Homie the Clown impression could have made it to the show?
Like the real show?
Yeah.
No way.
Homie don't play that.
You're a dinosaur, bro.
Nowadays, favorite costumes. Last year, me and the family, we were Shrek.
We didn't have a family one last year.
Oh yeah, this is ongoing.
My daughter was a skunk and I was Wolverine.
A skunk?
She was a skunk. I didn't pick it, but people said she was a cute skunk because at her age, skunks are cute. I don't know. I didn't get it. Why
you ever seen a cute skunk?
Why would you? I didn't get it. So what I do with Wolverine, I finished that skunk, gutted that skunk.
We'll edit that out. Anyway,
what? I mean, it wasn't real. It's Halloween.
Last year, yeah. I think we had
Incredibles. You just said
no. You're not even listening to me. I said we were Shrek.
Oh, Shrek.
I think Caden was Shrek. I think Kai was the dragon. Liana was Fiona.
That doesn't leave many. Oh, you was
the gingerbread man, wasn't I?
Who was Eddie Murphy?
Donkey. I don't know. Maybe Melissa. Who knows? We had the Minions.
Wow, great family.
I was Olaf one year.
Oh, I saw that. That's from Frozen.
We went to Boo at the Zoo. Liana was.
We supposed to do that this year. We blew it.
She was Anna, and she saw another girl who was dressed up as Elsa and chased after her and started crying because Elsa wouldn't come to her. She almost ran off with another family because the little girl was dressed up as Elsa.
So you almost lost your kid.
I was almost over Halloween after that. I'm like, this is a dangerous holiday.
But you know what they say? They just give kids to anybody. That just shows.
She's still here.
Did you have her wrist on like a little leash?
Come on, man.
You don't do that?
You don't. If I ever see you leashing your kids, we gonna fight.
I mean, it's safety first. If it keeps them there, I'm just saying. If it keeps them there.
Don't leash your kids.
If I got to, I got to. Come here.
You leash your kid, I'm gonna
teach them great balance.
If you leash your
teach
kid,
them leg drive, prepares them as athletes.
You leash your kid, I'm gonna buy a dog and leash a dog. And whenever you leash your kid, I'm walking my dog next to you.
That is just silly.
People gonna look at you like, what's wrong with you?
They're gonna look at what's wrong with you too. What if we're somewhere where they don't allow dogs?
Red Sox win the World Series.
Yeah, you always move forward.
Red Sox win the World Series. Mookie Betts and the boys.
If y'all don't know,
Red Sox.
Jay is a huge fraud. The whole World Series we was talking about the game.
Had my Fenway Park T-shirt.
He don't watch. He doesn't watch baseball. He had no idea. During the game, I'm texting our group chat and I'm like, "Yo, did y'all see? Sox about to win the World Series."
Mookie Betts.
He like, "Man, I ain't watching no baseball." After the game, he pops out in a Fenway T-shirt, and every interview he starts with, "Y'all see the Sox? Sox won the World Series. World Series back in Boston. Represent."
There we go.
And he says one name the whole night. Mookie Betts. That's all he knows. Because he seen me tweet that.
Because it's a team sport. It doesn't matter about the individuals.
Biggest fraud. So if you see him in Boston, just call him a fraud.
4-1, right? That was the series, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
they won in L.A.
That's not hard to find out.
One of the games went 18 innings.
You going to the parade? Duck boat, baby?
Depends upon the temperature.
Is
it sunny? Is it raining?
You need to just experience that. It'll be a great experience for you.
Depends on the temperature.
Nah, you just need to go.
Last year in Cleveland, there was a parade out in the 10. It was too cold.
Yeah, it was an 0-16 parade.
Parade nonetheless.
We trying to show you the different ends of the spectrum.
There was alcohol there. People were partying. Parade nonetheless.
Parade nonetheless. That is true. But, you might want to go because it's more of a celebration.
I saw images. They had a great time.
Well, this time you won't. You'll be in the images, which is awesome. But shout out to Red Sox. I think that was the 8th or 9th banner for the Red Sox. So that was huge.
I mean, you're so Boston, you should know.
You starting to see true title town out here. It was. Did you see when they pulled up the little image of all the championships since 2001? It was ridiculous. It was like a year off or a year or two where no sports team. You had the Celtics in there, the Bruins in there, Pats, Sox.
Congrats.
Welcome.
Thank you.
You're a part of it now, even if it is just for 1 year. You want me to go negotiate a little extension for you?
I'm focused on the here and now.
Okay, I'm just asking.
The future will take care of itself.
I'm just asking.
But I appreciate that.
I'm just asking. Speaking of future, Klay Thompson, is that the future of the NBA?
That's speaking.
The man shot 24 3-pointers.
That's speaking of the future and the past. NBA record, 14 3-pointers, 10 in the first half.
But he took 24 threes.
Did you see the highlights? You know what's so awesome about that? On a team with so many superstars, so many guys that can score 50 points, he got hot and they just kept throwing him the ball.
Yeah, I saw Durant only had 9 shots.
Steph shot 9 shots.
Yeah.
They just kept throwing the ball. And when he hit the 14th three, to see the excitement of every player on the team, Steph wasn't mad. He's like, at some point, I'm going to go for 15 this season. But, it's just dope to see that type of team camaraderie, celebration.
So are you agreeing with me?
Because
if we could scroll back and rewind to one of the first episodes, one of our other episodes.
If I could rewind the time,
I said I picked Golden State as winning the weekend just because the NBA season was starting. I was like, they're gonna win the championship.
Dang, that's crazy. You probably are the only fan out there in America that picked Golden State to win the championship. Well, you didn't agree.
You kept saying LeBron James, LeBron James, and we're gonna get to LeBron James and all of them guys later.
If you was to go and put, you'd probably win a ton.
I'm just saying, though. I picked them. Boogie hasn't even played yet.
It's a real sleeper.
Boogie hasn't played yet, and the team got better from last year.
It's a real sleeper.
They got better.
You know who didn't get better? Cleveland Cavs.
I think Tyronn Lue getting fired is Tristan Thompson's fault. I think Cleveland could have slid under the radar. Everyone knows it was kind of a rebuilding year. You lose LeBron James. But then my man Tristan Thompson comes out and he says, you got to come through us to win the East.
And that's fine.
He put the spotlight on them.
People are going through there.
They're over.
Yeah.
They're over.
That's the LeBron effect. That was going to happen. The last time he left Cleveland, Mike Brown.
Yeah, but they didn't even give my man a shot, though. 0-6 start. The Lakers started, what, 0-4 with LeBron?
Was Cleveland going to improve?
Will they improve now that Lou is gone?
No.
So why fire him?
Will Lou improve now that Lou is gone? Probably.
I'm just saying, though, shout out Tyronn Lue because they fired him, but over the next 3 years, they still owe him $15 million.
Some commas.
They showed him at the parade.
Mess up them commas.
He was. That's what I'd be thinking. You can fire me all you want. Go be one of the top jobs in coaching. You know what that is? Consultant. Whenever you see someone join that staff as a consultant, that means, man, I'm really coaching, but somebody else paying. Oh, man, that's what I want to be when I retire. I want to be a consultant, but I want to be a special consultant. No staff meetings. Meetings only on Fridays. And show up on game day.
So what are you consulting?
The position group. No, I go to all the meetings, just no staff meetings.
Guess who's Bizak?
Guess who? Who?
Fitzmagic. Fitzmagic is back.
Are you excited about that?
Play with a guy. Passionate, fiery. Who doesn't enjoy watching him?
Fitzmagic has gotten a lot of love on our podcast.
He has.
I feel like it's only right that he's back.
Deserves it.
Yeah, I mean, we've been saying this since the beginning of the year.
That game was like getting out of hand.
You didn't even see the game.
You saw the score.
I saw the score.
And the next thing I know, group text says the Bucks tied the game up. I'm like, how?
Fitzmagic.
Insert Fitzmagic.
Why is it though? Like, what is it about Fitz that he can come in there? To me, like, he opens the season starting, he's playing great. Yards, touchdowns, Then, he has a bad game in Pittsburgh, I think it was. They put Jameis back in, the young guy, future of the organization.
Well, like Fitz said, when he got pulled, it sucked. I remember reading he wanted to play, but he knew unless he was playing as going to be the MVP of the season, at some point when Jameis came back, they were going to hand the keys back over to him. He's their franchise quarterback. He's the future, the #1 overall draft pick his year. Like, it wasn't about, hey, if Fitz holds us over, we're going to keep Fitz. It was Jameis's job. So I think.
So how is that now? Like, because I agree with everything you said, and I'm sure Fitz said that, but how now? What's the transition as a team? Like, if I'm on that team,
there is no transition from this season, from the beginning. Fitz has been your quarterback, and I think the way they started and the way he was playing and his personality and his energy he brings, I think guys were probably drawn to him. A veteran leader, a very smart quarterback, guy that's going
Harvard education,
that's going to work extremely hard. Probably one of the first guys in, one of the last guys out, and he comes in and he plays as well as he does. And now you're losing this game in Cincinnati, and he comes in and he sparks the offense. I think guys are going to rally around that, and there's nothing against Jameis. It's how sometimes the cookie crumbles, and he's bringing the energy and he's making plays, and guys want to win at the end of the day, however that looks.
So speaking of Tampa and Fitzmagic, Deshaun Jackson requests a trade, but he doesn't get traded. They say they're not going to trade him. And then what does he do? He goes out there and has his 60. He has his 24th 60-yard touchdown, 60 or more yard touchdown.
Like,
but how do you treat that though? The guy doesn't want to be there. Do you not care that he doesn't want to be there? You just keep him? Or do you judge it off like, is this guy a guy that's his mood's gonna change, personality's gonna change, or you just say he helps me win games, he's staying right here?
You focus on winning games. You start winning games, everybody's mood's gonna be better.
So you say that, then why would, like, you look at in basketball, Cleveland, Kyrie Irving requests a trade, they trade him. He was helping them win games. Do you, like, overall, is keeping a guy who wants to be traded going to be kind of a downfall?
Depends upon the guy. I mean, you look at Jimmy Butler, who wanted to be traded, but then you watch him, and he's out there and he's winning games for Minnesota. He's playing really well for them. But at the same time, you look at Karl Anthony Towns, and he hasn't really been playing well.
He had a good game last night, though. 25 and 16.
You kind of got to factor all of that in, the impact that it's going to have on the team. A guy like Kyrie in the offseason saying he doesn't want to be there. You thought you were going to make that trade. You get a guy like IT, a MVP caliber player, and you think maybe you can make a seamless transition, but
it's always hard.
Yeah, it didn't quite work out that way.
You can't trade good players that you need to win. Is that what you're saying? Because I don't know.
When you're a contender like Cleveland was, no, I'm not letting Kyrie Irving go. He wants to win. He's a competitive guy. At some point, he's going to go out there and he's going to play to win. He's not going to go out there and just stink it up.
I don't know, man. If I got a guy that doesn't want to be here, I'm not saying I'm definitely trading him, but I'm gonna see what I could get.
Guys that don't want to be there are in bad situations. You don't see guys that are undefeated.
So you think Arizona keeps Pat Peterson?
Yeah,
they keep him.
Man, look, guys, a shut down corner.
You don't trade him.
What am I trading him for? The hopes of getting a draft pick that the guy I draft will be what he already is? Like, no. Guy's still playing a great football, but you never know. I mean, shoot, trade deadline
is approaching.
As we found out in our game, everybody's expendable. You just never know what's going to happen. So you just wait and kind of see what happens. So already, what happened today?
We got Eagles acquire Golden Tate from the Detroit Lions. I don't think details has come out, right, of what he got traded for.
It's also if you just say sources, that's
sources. Fine. Sources say he got traded for a draft pick.
Yep.
Probably mid to late round, or maybe earlier. So we'll cover all three bases. Golden Tate, it's been real, Detroit. I love you forever. Philly, let's get it. Carson Wentz, let's roll, my man. Excited to compete with you. Philly makes moves.
Yeah, they do.
You got to appreciate Philly right now. They trying to win Super Bowls. They got a great young quarterback. To me, he's a young GOAT. Kev just let us know. Traded for a third rounder. I said mid-round.
You also said early round and late.
It was mid. I said early and late.
So really one of your three sources.
I really meant mid. I got to respect that, though. They got another receiver to help. They got weapons everywhere. They got players everywhere on defense. Great team top to bottom. Then on the down in Texas, Demaryius Thomas headed to the Texans. He gets traded for a 7th round pick and
exchange of
7th round picks and a 4th
rounder.
Oh, good job.
There you go. See, I just knew that.
Well, you're very experienced in the trade thing. I'm not really that experienced in it, so you know how to say about it.
Yeah, but I think I got traded for a box of Frosted Rice Krispies. So.
Hey, Frosted Rice Krispies are good though.
So it was all right.
Great pickup. Great pickup here.
The box.
Great pickup here.
Yeah, it was something that had been talked about. Obviously, with Houston losing Fuller in that Thursday night game to an ACL, who was playing really well in that game. I mean, as we know, playing against him, he can fly. So you get a guy like Demaryius Thomas, who's been a #1 receiver in Denver, and you match him on the other side of a guy like DeAndre Hopkins. Happy we played him early in the season.
You can't double anybody in that lineup, huh?
So it should be fun to see what Demaryius Thomas does there, getting acclimated. That's the toughest thing, though. You're halfway through the season, you get there. If you're not familiar with that offense, of just trying to learn it enough to go out there and really contribute, especially like you can put a guy in there and tag him backside, tag his routes, but the tough thing is when you're getting in those 2-minute situations, this fourth quarter, you want to win the game, you want to get your best guys out there. Just having those guys ready and being able to go. But
and I think Billy O'Brien, he'll find a way to get him out there. Great offensive mind. I got to be here with him for 2 years. We scored a lot of points in those years, so I'm sure he'll work DT in there. And
DT, you know him personally?
Yeah, I do know him.
Okay.
We played against him a lot, so
I'm just making sure.
Yeah, I do know him. We spoke a couple times in the offseason and stuff.
Okay.
So when you've been in the league as long as I have and you play in these big games, you get to know guys.
You trying to say I haven't played in big games?
Yeah. How many games have we played this year? You do the math. That's all your big games, no?
No. Every game's a big game. It's NFL.
Oh, man. You know what I mean. Oh, here we go. Here's this topic was meant just for you.
You playing big games. You make a coaching change in the middle of the season. That next game is a big game.
It is, but it isn't.
How is it not?
If you're 0-10 and you make a coaching change, is that next game that big?
Yeah.
Or if you're 2-10,
changes are coming.
Changes
are coming.
Change is still coming.
It is, but you want to make sure what side of the change you on.
It don't really matter whether you stay or go.
But you want.
So if change is coming, you rather stay or leave. You was in Cleveland last year, 0-16. Change is coming, right?
Yeah, you want.
Which line did you fall on?
You want to make sure you've positioned yourself by your play, your attitude, who you are as a person.
Oh, to go elsewhere or stay.
Whatever the decision is,
valid
you walk
point.
Away from that situation. And
valid point. Valid point.
I'm cool regardless because I know I did what I was supposed to do. I played well. I'm the same guy. I'm preparing. I'm playing hard and the whole nine.
Valid.
You know what I mean?
Speaking of coaching changes, Cleveland made 2 coaching changes. It's not often you see 2 2 coaching changes in one day.
Yeah.
Usually the head coach fires the offensive or defensive coordinator, or the GM fires the head coach, and he makes the interim head coach either the offense or defensive coordinator. But Cleveland decided they had enough.
They indeed. So
Hugh
Jackson gone after,
Jackson.
I guess what's that been, 2 seasons and a half? Yeah, 2.5 seasons. Todd Haley gone after 8 games. Greg Williams, interim coach.
Your DC from last year.
Mm-hmm.
He was a consultant in Tennessee, right?
Yeah, I was with Greg at multiple
Shout out
stops.
that consultant.
Crazy. I remember being in Tennessee the year Wisenhunt was fired about almost midway through the season, and Coach Malarkey took over. It's a crazy thing as players because you're just sitting there. You don't know what's going to happen. And at the time, Malarkey was a tight ends coach. So for guys on the offense, they were somewhat familiar with him. But like the tight ends coach is not like he's in front of the meeting. Other than the tight ends, you really don't have much interaction with them. So for the team, it was just like, dang, well, what are we going to be? How are we going to be? You know what I mean? So that was the interesting thing about it. So the crazy thing was just like, what's going to happen, So I think as a player in that situation, you try to just focus on, hey, like at the end of the day, we got 8 more games. We want to put our best foot forward and figure out the best way to go about this thing and to try to do what we can for each other in the locker room.
When that happens, does a lot change, though? Like if you get a new interim head coach that's already on staff, does the day change, how you run the day? Or is it just kind of like, I see what we're doing, but I want to make some changes. Like, I don't want to just revamp everything, but I want to kind of make, I want to put my stamp on it. Like, how was it for you when Malarkey took over? Like you were saying, the tight ends kind of knew him and maybe some of the offensive guys. But how was it overall? Did your day change? Did the scheme change? Like, how'd that go?
Not much in the day, but I think especially when you elevate a coach that's been on staff, I think a lot of times those coaches, you're obviously coaching underneath a guy, but at the same time, all of those coaches have aspirations. They've coached at different places. So I think they always, in the back of their mind, are just like, man, if I was in charge, I might would change
have your own
this,
philosophy.
I might would change that. This would do this. So I think that's where the change kind of comes, especially like if you fire an offensive coach, you promote an offensive style coach, you get bumped up in that position. You're like, hey, I think this should have been different.
Yeah, obviously you don't do the same
thing.
So
you make those changes. I think that's kind of where it shows up. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm pretty sure Greg has been there the last year and a half. So he's probably seen things with the team that he's going to want to see different moving forward, that he's going to want to change. And obviously he'll allow the offense to be run by the guys that are on the offense, and he'll handle the defense. So I
want to seem like real important. Even though Kev just told us this,
breaking news.
I'm going to grab my phone. Sources say Seattle have released veteran wide receiver Brandon Marshall. Sources, I just got that text message from one of my sources. Said that they released him.
You care to share your source?
Oh, no, you never share your sources. Sources are throughout the world. Crazy though. I actually worked out with B. Marshall this offseason out there in Jersey. Dude works hard. Dude's an animal. Like, he is a beast. So to still see him doing it, it'll be interesting. I wonder, like, if another team will take a chance. Obviously, a veteran receiver. I honestly do not know. I haven't seen Seattle play much at all this year, so I'm not sure how he was playing this year or if he's healthy or anything. But I know I've played that dude a lot, and he is a tough dude to cover, man. So hopefully he gets picked up and can help some team kind of in this back half of the year. But I think that's probably even up to him. The guy's been so successful in this league. It's kind of up to him what he wants to do moving forward. But here on the McCourty Twins double coverage, we wish B. Marshall the best of luck. Good dude. Love competing against him.
Absolutely wants to keep playing, sources say.
Dang, you got sources too?
Absolutely.
My sources come through text. Your sources come through email?
They come through both, man. That's how you're well connected, well respected.
Well connected, well respected. That's all right. What's popping in the group chat? What you got going on?
Another fellow cornerback calls it quits.
He's a year older than you, right?
Yeah, DRC came in a year before me.
So DRC, for you guys who do not
First
know,
round draft pick to Arizona.
Dominique Rogers-Cromartie has officially, well, I guess it's not officially, but he announces his plan to retire midway through the season in Oakland. A lot going on in Oakland.
He said, I didn't sign up for this. I'm out of here. I'm out.
So, we trade Khalil Mack. We trade Amari Cooper. I would say they got a pretty good deal. Amari Cooper
got a lot of draft picks coming.
Got a first rounder. I know everyone keeps comparing Amari Cooper, Demaryius Thomas, and Golden Tate. Golden Tate, Demaryius Thomas are in year 9. They're in my year. They're either 30 or 31. Amari Cooper's 24.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're all good receivers, but as we know in our business,
longevity.
24 looks better than 30.
Yep, future.
So it is what it is. But DRC decides. I think. Did they play this week? Oh, they played this week.
Yeah, I don't think
are they
it was
in
that.
their? Are they in their bye though?
I don't know.
Or they have a game next week? I guess they lose Sunday, and he was inactive, or
I believe so.
He's inactive. Him and along, I saw Reggie Nelson and Rashawn Melvin, who I played with here, and has really surged his career and been really good last year in Indy. So happy for him and his family, but. Guy leaves Oakland. Like, what is going on in Oakland? DRC just had enough football, or is he like, I had enough of this year?
Night versus the 49ers, so they're not on the bye week.
So is DRC enough football and like Vontae, or is he just like, man, I need out of Oakland. This is not for me.
I think probably, especially I know as you get older, too, as you get older. I guess you don't know. You've been here your whole career, but you start to bounce around a little bit. And you're on a new team, and you get there, and you're just like,
I don't know if I like this.
I'm in year 11, and it's just like, do I really want to be here? Is this really gonna benefit me in my career? Are we going anywhere? What does it feel like in the locker room? How's it going? You know what I mean? So I think for him, there might have been other things in life that he felt were more important at the time, and it was time to move on and go tend to those things. So you never know, but the guy's had a awesome career.
11 years, right?
Yep, a first round draft pick, like I said, a Pro Bowl cornerback, a really, really good player. So
fast too.
Yeah,
buddy, moving.
Yeah. So.
And then we just got more breaking news. Terrelle Pryor stays in the AFC East. They said he had visit with Buffalo. We are hearing he is indeed signing with Buffalo. So Buffalo picks up a new young big receiver.
And takes him away from a divisional opponent.
Yeah.
They said the
Jets were interested in bringing him back.
Sign him back.
That'll be interesting now. You look at Benjamin on one side and Pryor on the other side. That's 2 big receivers, man.
Indeed.
So we'll see how that works out. We'll see those guys in a couple of weeks. So we'll have to play against it, and I'm sure we'll be talking about that recap sometime soon in the next couple of weeks. Dang, breaking news is killing me. We was in group chat. Both of us just finished Daredevil Season 3. If you don't watch Daredevil, I don't know, man. Get a Netflix account. Steal your friend's Netflix account. Do something, but, like, get on this. Daredevil is elite. We just finished that. Wilson Fisk, all of them boys, Foggy, Karen. Great. I think Season 3 was the best one. Season 1 was tough now.
It was.
But Season 3, I told Hyde that on the bus after the game.
We were having a debate, me and Nate Ebner. We were talking about, because I think Daredevil was a really good show. And Daredevil and Punisher are probably my 2 favorite of Marvel. But he thinks Punisher, hands down, is better than Daredevil. Punisher's awesome. They're both, I don't know. I kind of like the storyline, the back and forth Daredevil.
You a big Matt Murdock fan?
Yeah, you got the head of the mob, him and them two going back and forth at it. But at the same time, the Punisher has a great storyline too. You got this guy, exactly, and it kind of ties in because my guy Fitz, he meddles in everything and he sets his things up far in advance and he has his hand in all of it. So, man,
don't tell too much, man. We want the people to watch it.
But this is enough.
Jay almost got beat up on the bus for saying too much, and Hightower looked at him crazy.
Like beating me up on the bus, man.
I'm just saying.
Hightower don't want him with me.
If he jump on you, I'm not jumping to help.
Wow.
That's not. I mean, I can't help.
I was the first to meet you in the end zone, first to help you up when Benjamin knocked the piss out of you.
Dang, that was kind of violent.
Oh, my bad.
Help me up. You still let it happen, then help me up.
It was on the other side.
I would let it happen. I would let it happen.
I
then
said,
help
watch
you up.
out.
No, I didn't hear you. You need to be louder.
Watch out.
That was terrible. That's like when they say timber and nobody's there. I guess that's not right.
If nobody's in the woods and the tree falls, does anybody hear it? Is that what you were going for?
It's not does anybody hear it? No. If no one's there, they don't hear it.
Does it make noise?
Yes, it doesn't make a sound.
Boom.
Yes, it makes a sound. It's a dumb question. If you drop a glass, it's going to make a sound, isn't it?
Who won the weekend? Easy.
Big B's. Boston.
Boston wins the weekend. Why? Why does Boston win the weekend?
Red Sox win the World Series Sunday night. Celtics win Thursday night and Saturday night.
Ooh, good. Saturday night is correct.
And the Patriots, I mean, the game was on Monday, but it wraps up the NFL weekend. And the Patriots win Monday night. Like, it was a good time to be in Boston.
A Bostonian.
I saw they were
or a New Englander.
I saw they were out there. I don't know what street they were on, but they had that Mo Bamba playing in the streets. Barstool caught it. If y'all don't know, y'all need to go to YouTube and play that Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba's the hottest thing out. Kentucky's coach went crowd surfing on the guys in the locker room to that Mo Bamba. He definitely got at least 5 4-star recruits with that.
What is that? A young kid song?
It's actually about. It's by dang. I just looked this up on Sunday. Sheck West. Sheck West grew up with Mo Bamba, the center that the Magic just drafted. He's a basketball player, and it made a song about them making it. So I like it's pretty cool. I don't really know the song. Steph is a big fan of the song. My man Steph Gilmore, huge fan. Lockdown Gilly, you know, all of that. He loves the song. I told him he's too old to love that song though. He's on our age. But that, like, we're going back, Boston, great time. And when I saw that, I was like, dang, that is the atmosphere right there. Middle of the street, nobody could stop you, and you just playing Mo Bamba. And everybody knows why, because you just won the World Series. You won the World Series.
So they was playing out in the streets of Boston.
Yes, in the streets. It's everywhere right now. All people college campuses. Our friends that coach at Lafayette, after they won a big game, they threw it on. You got it?
Yes.
I don't know.
Who knows?
Fast forward a little bit. That's not what they listen to. Fast forward.
Oh, I got to get to the chorus?
There's a certain part in there. You got to turn the sound back on.
Yeah. Right here?
You couldn't get an edited, clean version? Dang.
Sheck West, Mo Bamba.
I don't know. That's not the part they listen to. The remind us never let you play DJ again. Nah, don't go look for it again now. It's over.
I don't know the song.
We about to move forward now. You playing the wrong. What's the names? Are you gonna find it or no? Should I move on to who lost the weekend? On. Or should we give Ivan another shout out for winning the weekend? When you get engaged, you win 2 weekends in a row. You don't just win 1 weekend. Man, shout out Ivan Delanosis. I hope I said his name right. And his girlfriend Stephanie Sullivan got engaged last week at Tackle Sickle Cell Casino night. So I'm sure Ivan probably didn't know.
He's already planning.
Already planning a wedding. He didn't even know. He probably looking at venues this weekend.
For those guys that don't know, as soon as you get that ring, get ready.
You lose all control. So shout out Ivan for winning last weekend. And I guess we could probably put him in losing this weekend because I'm sure he was probably out looking at venues all weekend. So I did it before. That was a loss for me that weekend.
The only part that's fun is when you go to taste the food and the desserts.
Yeah, but we did that a little further out. Who lost the weekend? All Boston fans are going to love this. L.A. lost the weekend.
Dodgers lost.
Dodgers lose the World Series, and the Lakers still stink.
And they lost the World Series in L.A.
In L.A.
Yo, don't talk that bad about the Lakers.
In L.A. They lost
got
in
LeBron
L.A.
James.
But the good thing for Boston about winning L.A., the weather looked awesome. People's out there with their little Boston Bombers, the Red Sox Bombers.
You think they were playing Sheck West in L.A. too?
Nah, they was playing something a little sadder. They was probably playing Lonely, I'm So Lonely. Well, actually, they probably had an up and down weekend because the L.A. Chargers and L.A. Rams balling.
Yeah.
So they was probably like, it's time to move on. We got Super Bowl aspirations.
Indeed.
But, I mean, like I said, Dodgers lost. I've lost Super Bowls before. So even though we put them in the loss, heart goes out for them. It's a tough break. Never like losing that. But we rather the Sox win than the Dodgers lose.
Indeed, indeed. I had my Fenway Park T-shirt on.
Yeah, we know, buddy. But LeBron said when his patience runs out,
You don't want to see him.
you don't want to see him.
They better get it together.
If they don't, what you think? In February, that trade deadline gonna come up. They're gonna be like, who you want? You get a Brandon Ingram. You get Alonzo Ball. You get a Kyle Kuzma. It'll be all to get some star next year. They're gonna get rid of all them slaps. We gotta get Deron Harmon on here. A huge Laker fan.
Yeah.
Very angry because whenever the Lakers don't do well, I'm the first one yelling and screaming.
He's in a
out.
bad mood.
Yeah.
Who else lost the weekend? We got a few people that lost the weekend. Tyrone Lue obviously lost the weekend.
Yeah. We should have did like we did last week. He lost and won the weekend. He was working. The plan was for him to work another 3 years to earn $15 million, and he just found out he doesn't have to work anymore, but he will still earn that $15 million. And he could go get a better job with a better team. We might have to switch that. Tyronn Lue won the weekend. He doesn't have to coach the Cleveland Cavaliers without LeBron James anymore, and he gets paid $15 million. He can go chill at home if he wants.
Yeah.
And, of course, the Browns lost the weekend. Anytime you fire two coaches, you lost the weekend because it just sends the whole place like what's about to happen next. I'm sure there's a lot of guys probably over there wondering if they're going to get traded, if they're going to stay. Just a wild weekend, I would say, for the Browns, especially because when Hugh first got fired, every report said Todd Haley would be named coach.
Yeah.
And then they fired him, and Greg Williams becomes the interim head coach. So that is definitely a big loss of the weekend. We got to do better than that. We can't have all of the dysfunction going on. But you already commented about Cleveland, so I'm sure you're kind of over it.
I'm happy to be where I'm at.
But you do agree with the loss of the weekend?
100%. They lost the game.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Lost the coach. That's losing the weekend.
That indeed is. Did you find a song? Do you got something for us?
No, I ain't got nothing for us.
I thought you found a song. You over here, I see you searching away and you don't even come up with anything.
Oh look, we did something this weekend.
What did we do this weekend?
NFLPA Community MVP for Week 7.
Oh, I didn't even see that in there.
This is our More Than an Athlete.
So, who gets it though, me or you? Oh, and it was the first time they gave it to two people.
Point. We made NFLPA history. First time 2 people won the MVP. But that means whatever they won, do we get double of it, or do we have to share it?
I think we gotta share it. No, I think we get double though.
But you get to make a donation to $10,000 to a charity of your choice. Do you get to choose $10,000 and I get to choose?
I think we gotta make a group decision for the 10. Can't be greedy.
I'm tired of making group decisions.
Shout out our partners for their event though. Zudi Software,
Rockport Mortgage.
Keep going.
I thought we were alternating.
No, keep going. You said them all.
Lord and Taylor. We're not alternating?
No. And the Win-Win Bit.
There we go.
Showed us love. Great event.
So we won the weekend too.
But it is pretty cool.
This is what the kids are listening to.
Is this a part?
I don't know. What's the part?
I don't know. Keep going forward.
I don't want to hear song.
Just skip. Is this the song? Dang. We're old.
Very.
We are really old.
But I got you what you wanted.
Yeah, but that didn't do it for me, man. I was expecting so much more.
That was like my outtake. Like
I'd rather go listen.
As soon as we got to the end, it was like drop the Mo Bamba.
I'd rather go listen to the new Tory Lanez album.
Like we just won the World Series.
They probably definitely gonna have that on the Duck Boat tour.
You should stand up and drop back and let me catch you. Like people are jumping into the crowd backwards.
I don't trust you. You don't have dinosaur strength. Do you think you could catch me?
If I wanted to, possibly.
Hey, since you missed the beginning, you wanna sign us off and wrap this up?
Indeed. As a reminder, you can find us audio version on iTunes.
Mama, we made it.
And you can also find the video version on YouTube. Just search Double Coverage with the McCourty Twins and make sure you subscribe. If you do, both places will notify you when something new has been uploaded. And once again, as always, we'd like to thank our partners, Boston Medical Center and Embrace Kids Foundation, for our continued efforts.
Make sure you subscribe. Something new is coming each week.
Something
yeah,
new.
We got to get us a guest for next week.
Yeah, we do. Dave was awesome.
He was awesome.
We should have made sure that we began this and thanked him.
Yeah. But he's probably not going to watch today since he came on last week. Oh, I got to text him back. He's probably mad at me right now.
Yeah. Who cares?
Yeah, we'll figure out this week who we got to get for next week.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you get your Halloween costumes and let us know what you're wearing. Appreciate you.